Okay, looks like we live. Hello, welcome to the channel. Let's play the intro and let's do another episode of Game Show. Hi everyone, welcome here today. I'm quite later than usual, about an hour later. Just one of those days. Sometimes I just won't be able to get there in time. Hello to everyone who's watching. I know you're here, but I can't see anyone in the chat yet. So today we've got some stuff to talk about in our show. We're gonna talk about the Crossfire Sierra Squad because the developers been answering some question on Steam. But those of course gonna translate to PlayStation VR2 version as well. Also, we're gonna talk a bit about Green Hell VR and see what the studio getting up to those days. Plus, I want to do a reaction to a very strange article that popped in my recommendation. And it's called Whatever Happened to PSVR2, and it's very strange worded, so I want to talk about that as well. So, with that out of way, maybe let's get started, and we're gonna start from chatting about Crossfire Sierra Squad. So, we go to the Steam. The developer been answering some questions. You can see the latest trailer here playing in the background from the game. That's their gameplay trailer in the mode of what you call it, like a realistic mode. So few shots and you're dead. But anyway, I need to bring the Crossfire stuff for you. So now, where is it? Okay, so sometimes things just don't work. Okay, there you go. I'm doing it all live. Sometimes I like, ooh, what's happening? So this is, I put up some questions what people been asking on Steam. They've been asking developers, of course, Steam version, when does Sierra Squad drops? Hello, Pedro Feliz. So, Sierra Squad, the release date is August. It is coming next month. But they didn't give us exact day yet, but they will. And as soon I need to move my microphone a bit closer to me. And as soon as they will, then I will I will give you the news info, news video straight away. So you will know. But yeah, it is next month, at some point next month. So we already nearly halfway through the July, so I think we don't have that much to wait. This is a game I cannot wait for. Hello, Rutland Beast, how it's going? Welcome to the show. So we just starting and we beginning from talking about Crossfire. It is a bit later time, so I'm glad somebody still tuned in. I know many people goes bed at this time. I don't know which time zones you are. Rentai VR, hello, how it's going? So the first question the developer been answering, it's a game mode that many people don't like and sometimes is being forced upon us. Will there be a teleport mode? And basically the developer answered, there is no teleport mode planned at this time. So some of you might see it as a good thing, some of you might see it as a bad thing. When it comes to comfort, PSVR2, thanks to higher frame rate, higher resolution and more fluidity, makes people less nuisance, and if you still are, then you can probably the game will have click turning if you need to. But that's not of course the only questions that people have been asking about the game. Also, as they ask about player versus player, that'd be cool. Then somebody said just enable friendly fire. Genius. But the developer said, greetings mercenary. Crossfire Sierra Squad has 50 squad missions, single player or 2-player co-op, 13 campaign missions which are single player, and horde mode which is up to 4-player co-op, and there will be no PvP. Now we're getting plenty of shooters. We're getting of course Firewall coming soon, Ghost of Tabor is in the development, Alvo will get PSVR2 mode, Honor and Duty D-Day will come. So we're getting tons of them, so I doubt. Hello Ronnie, how it's going? So, it's nice to have something like single player, something like that, something what maybe people who don't like to play online can enjoy. But that's not the only questions that been answered. Of course, left-handed people, you don't want to be left behind as well. So, they been asked customizable controls or input options in game. left-handed layout. Will we be able to rebind the controls in SteamVR? Of course, this is we concentrate on PSVR2 version, but it's all relatable. Controller settings, or does this game have left-handed options for controller inputs, swapping thumbsticks and other buttons accordingly swapped? And they said, greetings, mercenary. They call everyone a mercenary. There will be a left-handed option in the game menu. So yeah, all of you left-handed people, you are covered as well. So they answered some question, hopefully they're gonna answer a bit more. Like you said, for the release date, still waiting, but the game is coming this August. Let's check out this trailer. I just want to look at it.
Greetings, mercenaries. It's Fred White from Smilegate, excited to be here today at the Upload VR Showcase to give you a glimpse of some never-before-seen gameplay from our upcoming VR game, Crossfire Sierra Squad.
Of course, we saw this trailer before. I'm just rewatching it with you here because it just looks cool.
The gameplay you're watching today takes place in a game mode called Realism Mode. It's a challenging mode that offers very little guidance, no ammo indicator, and low starting HP for both you and your enemies.
Looks cool.
Pesky drones. Now there are 39 different weapons you can use in the game. You'll notice I'm carrying two pistols, the Eagle 50 and the AP-18C. They're useful for both short and medium range combat. I'm gonna duck in here and reload. Now I could pick up these pistols off the table, but I think I'll pass for now. Time to reload again. I'm going to step out and get that other guy. He's got a shield, so I need to be on target. Oh, got him, and there's one way back there I hadn't seen before. So I'll reload. I'm going to check this room on the right, and oh, got me.
So one shot and you're dead, so that's that realism. Oh, cool, that was single player. Where is it gone? But yeah, Crossfire, definitely a game that I'm really looking forward to. Just to play those single player missions, and this trailer you saw was from single player realism mode, which looks pretty cool. But of course that's not the only game I want to talk about, because I want to chat a bit about the Green Hell VR as well. We need to talk about that game because it is important to speak about those. So what's happened is the Incuvo developer here, QA tester needed, that's from today. We are currently, or other, I can't remember. We are currently working on Bulletstorm VR and further expansion of Green Hell VR. Now I want to talk about these expansions for a second. So we're looking for passionate video gamers to join our team in Katowice. That's in Poland. I don't live in Poland anymore, otherwise I would be there straight away. Hello Colossus, how is going? Thanks for tuning in. If you have a keen eye for details and experience in performing quality assurance tests, you can apply. Well, I don't know, maybe some of you want to apply. But so what's happening is, of course, they're working on Bulletstorm, but also Green Hell VR. And I'm gonna talk about it, what they're working on and what content of Green Hell VR. Let me just bring you the trailer from the PSVR2 version. Just so you can... Wait, I just read everything and I forgot I've got trailer in the background. That's what happens when you do the show live. Should I try again? Because I'm failing here. So where's my window? Here. So this is their post. Many apologies. Among Us VR. Mario Montgomery, Among Us VR is happening. The developer Shell Games working on PSVR2 version. We're getting fake Among Us VR. When is it? Next Monday or this Friday, I can't remember. The game called Spaceship Imposter VR Impersonator game, whatever, some sort of, I don't know, weird ass game. But we're getting that this week or next week, and this is like clone of Among Us. But Among Us VR itself, it's coming as well, developed by Shell Games. Shell Games lately released the Until U4 for PlayStation VR2. From what I saw, it's very similar to PSVR1 version, but yeah, they said the game is coming. They said it's not ready for launch of PSVR2, but it will happen. So I still don't know when myself. They didn't give in much info, But stay tuned, Mario, and as soon as I know and got anything for you, I will do the video right away. Anyway, so this is that post, what I accidentally hidden from you all for some strange reason. And in this post, the developer is talking about needing the, quality assurance person, and they're working on Bulletstorm VR and Green Hell VR, and further expansion of it as well. I'm gonna tell you more about it. Let's just check out this PlayStation VR2 trailer. I got sound off because this one got copyright, but PSVR2 graphics looking great. I mean, this is one of those more realistic games with proper textures. Many of course VR games got like those cartoonish graphics, and also very popular game. So that's gonna be cool. Never come to PSVR1, but PSVR2 is happening. You've got those dynamic shadows. You could see all the content from the PC version looks to be here. So yeah, I'm looking definitely forward to that one. I'm gonna talk a bit more in detail about this trailer in a second. I go through it where I can pause it and stuff. But I wanted to talk about it because the developer, of course, posted this thing that they are hiring and needs testers. So what's happening is, let me just see, Chrome Colossus. I feel like nobody gonna care about Among Us VR when it finally arrives. Well, I don't really play online, so I'm not gonna be checking it out. I just don't feel like it. But it's a popular title everywhere. Everyone knows what it is, so it's always nice to have things like that on PlayStation VR2. But also, I don't know how many PSVR2 owners are interested in this game. I don't know. We see. But yeah, it might be the situation when nobody just wants to watch it. What I'm talking about. Play it. So we're gonna have to see. But yeah, coming back to the Green Hell VR. So of course the expansion of Green Hell is the PlayStation VR2 version. But also the developers announced, I probably won't be able to find it now, because it was filed quite a while ago. They planning on adding the co-op to the virtual reality mode, and I wanted to talk about it because I wonder if that's what they're working on, and that's why we can't see and didn't saw Green Hell VR on PSVR2 yet, because of the co-op mode. And maybe, and this is just my speculation here, but maybe they will release it with co-op mode on PlayStation VR2 straight away without us waiting for it. Okay, so Chrome Colossus, anyone looking forward to Among Us VR? Jason Vures, 24 of you haven't hit the like. What gives? Do you not enjoy Paul's work? Go on, everyone, let's press this like button. Reganos, Panteleon, sorry, just arrived. Donna, I hit the like button. Hello, Paul. Hello and welcome. Yeah, this is unusual time for the show. Past last week, we've been doing it as about 10 o'clock, 10:15 today. I was a bit late, basically. I got busy and I couldn't do it any earlier. But thanks for everyone who tuned in. It's nice that you are here. Hello, Mumi Veiko. Hello, Paul. Greetings from Finland. Do you sleep ever? So here where I am, I'm in UK. It's 11:30. So today is Wednesday. No, I was thinking, should I watch AEW Dynamite? Because I'm watching that. But then I'm thinking it's gonna be 1 a.m. So yeah, probably after today's stream, Mumi, if I'm saying your name right, I will be going to sleep. As you can see, I'm sitting with my pajamas on here. Chrome Colossus, thumbs up, thanks. Thanks for hitting the like. It helps the stream, helps spread the word. Has anyone got the wobbles yet? PSVR2, Miners 71 asking. I didn't. My PSVR2 is just fine. I never suffered from anything. It's all good. Right, okay, so now I lost my, wait, let me regroup. Oh yeah, we're talking about Green Hell VR. So, Kayak did it for me, yeah, oh, Chrome Colossus. Paul Jamas, yeah. Kayak VR, you mean when you first start the game and got this option for kayak wobble to be switched on when it moves up and down. Didn't make me feel sick, but it's annoyed me, so I switched it off. Somebody commented today on my channel that they saw me on kayak leaderboards. Yeah, I need to go back to it. So Green Hell VR, from what I'm seeing here from this post, yes, they're working on expansion. It's gonna come to PSVR2, but also, like I said, they said in past that they're working on the co-op mode for Green Hell. So I wonder if they're gonna release it on PSVR2 with co-op. Now, what we're going to do is check out this trailer again. This is something I never had chance, let's say, like talk with you all, but I want to talk about it and pause it as well at the moment, so just what we can appreciate the PlayStation graphics, because it looks really good. If you look, I just paused the beginning of the video here, and it's showing you that it's captured on PS5, mix of gameplay and in-game cinematics. Look at the detail in this game. Look at the environment itself, the shadows, something what some games not doing that well in VR. Also the amount of foliage, it's great. And also when I pause here, because you've got some good look at textures that are close by, like this rock, it's all really high quality stuff. Even the lightning and the bloom effect, it's all something maybe what we don't see on many PlayStation VR2 games. This is some night gameplay with some rain. You can see all the foliage got proper rain materials on it, so everything seems wet. The night looking great, so yeah. You can see I post here, you could see all the interactions, so even though, let's say, a lot of you can see here as well, look at the lightning, how it bounces off the player's skin. I forgot what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, many games when they port, like let's say your Skyrim or Borderlands 2 VR, most of the action are still done by the press of the button, because of course the game got this flatness to it. But with Green Hell, they pretty much rebuilt it, and all the actions are done by you. You know, using your PSVR2 controllers. So, like here, even bow and arrow, you know, crafting. Look at this bit here. You've got those vines, you've got this sunlight down there, and you're gonna see how nice shadows work in the game. So I always appreciate dynamic shadows. This is some hallucinations happening. Butterflies flying. Just all in all, I love the rain and night in the jungle. That's gonna feel great. And those particle effects. Look at your wet hands. So they like kind of think of everything. So yeah, we had some info from Green Hell developers. Oh wow, let me just catch up with the chat. Put headset on, Miner71, put headset on the other day and got the word wobble making game unplayable. Nothing. Oh right, oh wow. That's weird. Did you try to clean your cameras? Because maybe that's it. Maybe they are a bit dirty. Concourses. Not the only one, as many friends who play Firewall also have had it and had to send headset back for repair. Oh, is it PSVR1 or PSVR2? Oh yeah, no, I didn't have it. But yeah, maybe try to give good clean to your lenses. Hopefully not a major problem like Redding of Death loves my PSVR2. How is that possible? Fire1 has launched on PSVR2 yet. I've seen a YouTuber who plays GT7 have something like that. The wobble you're describing sounds like it's pretty uncommon, at least, but sounds frustrating. Lol, yeah, sorry, I mean that friends that I lay Fire1 with PSVR2 also had to send their PSVR2 back for wobbles, so are now back playing on PSVR1, I see. So yeah, wobble, no. I didn't have that problem, but yeah, I know the cameras can get dirty, so give them a wipe. Your infrared lights as well, make sure they clean, because of course of eye tracking. That's my cause wobble. So I don't know, just try this, or maybe recalibrate your eye tracking again. Just try that. Let me know if you tried cleaning it and cleaning inside as well, the infrared camera and little camera inside and recalibrate your eye tracking. I wonder if Green Hell VR multiplayer will be cross-platform. I think so. I don't know, but it would be nice. More and more games tends to be cross-platform. -71 GT7 does not work with the wobbles. I enjoy Green Hell flat version. Can't wait though. I wish Stranded Deep would get VR support. Oh man, Stranded Deep. I forgot about this game. That would be pretty cool with VR support. I agree. So now we're gonna move to the another part of the show. And then we see, I'm really interested in, where is it? Miners, let me know if you try to clean your cameras, all of them, inside and outside and everything else. Oh my, yeah, I tried cleaning all 4 cameras on the headset, it on tracking way too many times and nothing has changed it. 100% headset problem. Been in VR for over 8 years, so know all the tricks. Oh, I see. Right, so yeah, sometimes I hope you get it sorted soon, and I hope it's not gonna happen to all of us. I hope it's not gonna become like a common thing for people who use headset a lot. So now, I want to talk about this article. It's popped in today here in my recommendations. It's called Whatever Happened to PSVR2. It's from the website called Game Reviews. And I went into, so we're gonna talk, do some reaction here. I want your thoughts as well. I went into Game for the first. Game is like a UK version of GameStop. And the game kind of, you go there to see some GameStop. There's loads of different crap like t-shirt, cups, sweets, drinks. What is it? Like, you can't even, it's not even sell video games. I remember the days 2007, 8, Meadow Hall, where I go shopping, shopping center, had 2, one upstairs and one downstairs on each floor. That's how popular the games was, because all of it back then was still pretty much bought on disc. But you could see that once everything started moving digital, how this shop kind of went down. But anyway, so for the first time in a while yesterday, I was met with a big surprise. PSVR2 are still at nearly 600 quid with a game. I'm not sure who is doing the stealing, but it isn't whoever bought it, and this is already annoying me, because this is yet, oh man, I'm reading it without the thingy. Right, I'm back here. I need to get myself chat, so I can see it all the time, so you can tell me. What's that? At the end of the day, I have always been an early adapter, and this is the first time I've had a problem. Some country complain. Yeah, not too bad then. So, coming back to this article, let me just get it properly on screen. It kind of doesn't fit here. Okay, I've got it. Right, here we are. Okay, so, yeah. And right, let's continue. And that's all good and well. People can buy what they want for whatever price they want. I can call them ridiculous. They can ignore me. It's the circle of life. If you're calling somebody ridiculous for spending 600 quid on the headset, then maybe the ridiculous person, it's you. Because this kind of narrative, it's starting getting under my skin. Each article, everything you read about PSVR2, people saying it's £600, it's so expensive, 600 quid, whatever, 580, so expensive, too expensive, and yet on other spectrum of things you've got PCVR, when one of the newer headset, this big screen beyond this small, VR headset, and that's cost like 1,000 quid or something like that, and people saying how good it is. So what's going on here? Why nobody saying the other headset is so expensive? Look at Valve Index, how much that cost, how much room you need trackers as well to put everywhere. PSVR2 packs so much tech. Anyway, so yeah, yet another person having problem with the price. But hey, maybe just don't buy it then if it hurts you so much. Anyway, but once the initial surprise of the cost had worn off, a different realization dawned on me. I spent a lot of time reading gaming forums and comment sections and social media posts. I like to try and get pulse for how the gaming community is feeling on things. It often informs articles here. And you know what? I've barely seen any chatter about PSVR2 since it was released. It's an amazing piece of tech with games I'm sure are worth playing if you invested enough to get the equipment anyway. And it's very rare I see conversation about it. I mean, there are conversations. I mean, maybe you're not there because it's not your thing. But I don't know. Digital Foundry other day they've been talking about it. I think they done even feature on Synapse for PSVR2. They mean, IGN been talking about it. So yeah, it is there. So unless you purposefully trying to ignore it, you're still gonna come across it. Did you get early copy of VR Skater? Toady asking. Not yet. What date is today? 12. Still 9 days. But yeah, still not yet. But I'm hoping to get it. Miner71. You can spend more money on gaming chair than the PSVR2. As far as I am concerned, PSVR2 is a bargain when it works all. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah, some of gaming chairs are ridiculous. Chrome Colossus a salient point. Digital Funny did a 20-minute piece on PSVR2, which was pretty good. Yeah, exactly. So I think if you like trying to purposefully ignore it, then you not see it. Or you just in there somewhere reading, I don't know. Now, there are two provisions to this. The first is obvious. This is an expensive bit of kit during a cost of living crisis. Oh my God, please stop people saying it. Yes, it is cost of living crisis. But also, some people still want to buy their stuff, so let's don't shame them for it. And also, if they buy it, that's fine. That's fine. I bought it. I like it. Yes, things are more expensive, but that's just life. I still enjoy my PSVR 2. That is to like saying it's expensive bit of kit during cost of living crisis. Why don't we stop making, I don't know, or the Teslas, and start just buying cheapest cars? It's cost of living crisis, right? That is so to say, it's not getting the chat because the vast majority of people aren't buying it. And that is fair enough. Because it could be the greatest thing in the world, but if only the biggest fans are invested enough to hit the buy button, it's not going to get chatter online. Why you so obsessed with chatter online? Online community, even if you look at all our PSVR2 channels combined, me, this Brian person, other channels who does VR, Gamer Tag, VR Grid, all of us combined, we just fraction of this PSVR2 and PSVR1 owners who own the headset. A lot of people, not even goes online to see things, just getting stuff from PSVR2 blog when they see it. Or, some people just watches things but not get too much involved. Hello, shout out to all of you, by the way, who's watches and not commenting. I know you here. I appreciate the views. But let's don't get too fixated about chatter online being an important thing. And because of this, there is a second proviso. Most of those people are probably in very specific areas of discussion, focused only on PlayStation or only on VR, probably. This doesn't negate the point of the article, the opposite in fact. The community is relatively tiny. In his mind, maybe it is. So I've been doing this show last week, and PSVR actually, Sony got 32% share of VR market, which is big by any standard, but you would have to do more research to know it before writing the articles like that. Is this a problem? Sony said that it sold well, better than the OG PSVR, which you'd expect, given that the device had its die-hard fans. This is a big step up from the original, the built-in audience, combining the two holy relics of PlayStation and VR are hungry for this product. But will it continue to grow? This isn't some doom and gloom hypothetical. I'm genuinely curious, because until yesterday I had basically forgotten it existed. If it hadn't been for this article, I wouldn't have instantly forgotten it existed after leaving the store too. There's a group of people who aren't interested. There are groups that are interested, but can't get it because of the price. Presumably, for many of them, that won't change unless there's a reduction. What if Sony just doing business? And Mumi, thank you very much for the donation. I super appreciate it. That's awesome of you. Big thank you to Mumi. Right. Carrying on. I've spoken before about how annoying the market for VR is, and how it stops the format from taking off. I would still like to see dreams we all had for the format come true. PSVR2 is not going to be the device that make that happen. Apparently he knows. But with time, price reductions and changes in the economic climate, might well see more people getting excited about it once more. I think there is a lot of people excited. I'm gonna go to the comments in a minute. There is a lot of people excited about VR enough. We are here pretty much daily online doing this show usually gets at least 1,000 views, which is nice, and I super appreciate it from you. So there is a lot of us enjoying it. And also keep in mind, those days everyone got access to internet. Those days anyone can write the article and open the website, or like myself do the YouTube channel. That doesn't mean we are super experts. We just are people, who are interested in this technology. So this dude, I don't know if he got any a marketing experience, game development experience, software development experience. I don't know. For me, what I'm thinking is PSVR2 doing well. I think we're gonna see a lot more very soon. Now the Microsoft and Sony acquisition is starting to die down, and Sony gonna start revealing more of their big hitters now. They've been basically keeping cards close to their chest. That's what I'm thinking. I might be wrong, but yeah. So I wouldn't just, I don't know. I wouldn't just go by what some people say online. Okay. What's the chat saying? This person is a. Wait, did I miss something? Xbox complaining. I bet. Who is the person and why are they talking about PSVR2? People just like complain about everything, no regrets, just as I type. Paul mentions it, yeah. The Digital Foundry. The people complaining about the cost of living are normally the type of people who are just bad with money. Who is this person and why are they talking about PSVR2? Xbox complaining. This person is a hater. If he's broke and can't afford it, he should just say it. J-Drag. Exactly, most of the posts about PSVR2 being bad are from people who have never even tried it, for sure. Xbox has no VR, that's very true. Facts, Miners Pavlov is worth it alone. Pavlov is great. It's like all of the fuss over Starfield. Why? It's not even in VR. How boring. Where Alvo VR? Multi-Mighty, I think it is gonna be revealed eventually. I think they taking their time with PSVR2 version. Maybe they really want to get it right straight off the doors. Cut away for ads. Oh, I didn't know. I was holding off for Firewall Ultra, but if I get my headset back swiftly, I might have to jump in. Do you have GT7? I do, yes, I got GT7. I've got tons of hours in it. I don't play that much online, but I do races sometimes now and there. So sometimes you might find me. Super_Puma 191, that is my PSN tag, Super_Puma 191, but like I said, you probably never gonna see me playing online, but who knows, I might see you in GT7 one day. Bad news travel too fast, I agree. Yeah, I've got minus, okay, I was thinking talking to me, GT7 is awesome, but I prefer the shooters lately. I was thinking you talking to me if I got GT7, I didn't saw you tagged here. I don't know why it didn't come blue. Anyway, never mind. But yeah, I've got it as well. So if you see me online, Super Puma, I am down there. Super_Puma 191. That's me. If you want to add me, I probably accept it. But like I said, you will probably never see me playing online that often. And he's chatting rubbish because if he wanted to get it, he could just subsidize it on Clear or Slitch or something and pay 132 every 2 weeks if he really wanted it. Do you have a gun stock, Toady? Miner's asking. No gun stock, maybe once Firewall comes. PSVR2 price is perfectly right. It must be up to people to realize this opportunity as soon as they own PS5. and Synapse is the game, but it's really hard as you have to finish the game in one run, as you always start from the beginning. Well, that's the beauty of roguelikes. I think they tried to kind of pad out the time of the gameplay, but I know many of you finished on the first run straight away. We would love to see Aim 2. For sure, Aim 2 would be great. I've got this Vader 1 gun stock, and that's pretty cool. Right, so I think that concludes the show. Thanks again for the donation. I super appreciate it. Tomorrow, if I'm going to do the show, I'm gonna try to do it earlier. But for now, that's it. Thanks very much for your support and for watching the show and for being here. Let me just quickly go through the last comments here. Wait period on Vader 1 gunstock is around 2 months now. Wow, demand must be high. So factor that into your plan. So I didn't know it's, yeah, so definitely must be high demand for that if it's 2 months. Synapse, you can turn it off and come back to where you left off. OLED, eye tracking, yeah, and haptic feedbacks, great. Right, so I see you all later. Bye. Thanks for watching. I try to do it tomorrow. And yeah, I see you all later. See you, bye. Thank you very much again.